What's up guys? So I'll go ahead and have the ingredients in the description box for you. But right now, as you can see, I am just peeling some washed red potatoes, about 3 pounds. I'm peeling them just a little bit. I'm leaving some skin on because I like my mashed potatoes to have a little bit of skin, but if you want to, you can remove all of the skin. And then I'm just cutting it into some cubes here before we boil it. So I'm just going to take our sliced potatoes and put it in a large pot. And then I'm going to cover the potatoes with some water, allowing the water to reach about 1 inch above the potatoes. And then I'm going to add that to the stovetop to a really high heat and bring it to a boil. Now I'm just mincing up some garlic for our green beans and also our mashed potatoes. And then now that our potatoes have come to a nice boil, I'm going to go ahead and lower it to a medium heat and then cover it with a lid and allow it to cook until the potatoes fully cook through. Now I'm just going to take my washed green beans and I'm just trimming the ends, as you can see. Next thing I'm going to do is grab my cubed steak here, and I'm just going to season it with some salt and pepper. Once again, the measurements will be in the description box for you. And then I'm just flipping it over to the next side and then coating that side as well with salt and pepper. And then I am taking my drained and fully cooked potatoes and adding it to a stand mixer. And I'm just adding the butter, the seasonings, and the milk, and then the sour cream as well. I did forget to add some minced garlic, so don't forget to add that if you want to add some garlic. But it turned out garlicky because I did add some garlic powder. Next thing I'm going to do is grab a large skillet on a medium-high heat, add 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil, and then our green beans, and then our almonds, brown sugar, salt, pepper, and then our minced garlic. And I'm just going to let that cook on a medium-high heat until the green beans are nice and tender. And I just cover it with the lid and turn it down to a simmer, stirring frequently as well. Next thing I'm going to do is grab a bowl with the flour and the seasonings. This is going to be for our coating for our cube steak. And then this is going to be our egg wash for our cube steak, so 2 eggs, some Tabasco, buttermilk. So I'm just adding 1.5 cups of buttermilk, and then I'm just gonna whisk that together. This is gonna be part of our batter for our country fried steak. So now I'm just adding the cube steak to the flour, patting the flour in both sides gently, and then coating it in our buttermilk mixture, dredging it fully, and then once again putting it back in the flour bowl, making sure to pat the flour within the steak so that way it's fully coated. Doing the same thing with the other cube steaks, patting it in the flour, and then adding it to our buttermilk mixture, completely drenching it, and then putting it back in the flour, coating it really well in our seasoned flour. Okay, now I have a large skillet filled with about 1/4 inches of vegetable oil. We're only going to shallow fry our chicken fried steak. We're not going to deep fry it. We're just shallow frying. So once the oil gets nice and hot on a medium-high heat, I went ahead and added 2 steaks to the pot here, to the skillet. And I'm just letting it cook for 3.5 to 4 minutes per side. And once again on a medium-high heat, so around 320 to 340 degrees Fahrenheit. So once the first round of steak is fully cooked through, I'm gonna go ahead and remove it and put it on a baking sheet. And then I'm gonna pop it in the oven at 220 degrees Fahrenheit just to keep it nice and warm while we work on our gravy. But now I'm just working on the second batch here. Once again, cooking these steaks for about 3 to 4 minutes per side and then flipping it over. And as you can see, it's nice and golden, so. Okay guys, so as you saw, we finished cooking up all of our cubed country fried steaks. So I went ahead and popped those in the oven. They're nice and warm because the oven is preheated to 225. So let me just go ahead and show you. Oh, hot. Gotta grab my pot holder here. Go ahead and show you our beautiful country fried steaks. Nice and golden brown. Smells so good, oh my word. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep these in the oven, but they are delicious and beautiful. I'm so excited. Put these back in here. So now we're just going to reserve about 4 tablespoons of the grease, and then we're gonna make our gravy. So we're gonna need some flour, some milk, heavy cream, salt, pepper, and then we're gonna create our simple little gravy. And then let me show you the green beans since they are done as well. Smells so good, nice and garlicky. Here's our green beans, beautiful color here. Smells so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and give one a try. Put a little almond on one of them. I like my green beans to be slightly firm still, so I tried not to overcook them. So we'll see. Green bean. It's delicious. Just a little bit sweet, but mostly that sesame oil really comes through. Yum. And I love almonds. So good. So there's our green beans. So delicious. Keep this on the stove top here. Okay. And then our mashed potatoes are done as well. Those have been done for like an hour or so, but I've had them sitting with aluminum foil, so hopefully they're still warm. If not, I'll just put it in the microwave, but either way, they smell so good. Wow. Creamy, delicious mashed potatoes. And yeah, I wanted to keep a little bit of the skin because I like my mashed potatoes to be a little bit chunky with a little bit of skin as well. So super excited for our red mashed potatoes. So cover this back up here. Okay, now we're just going to go ahead and create our gravy. Once again, very simple gravy, just some flour, salt, pepper. Have our milk, heavy cream as well. Go ahead and open this up here. About half a cup of heavy cream. That's what we need, so. Oof. There we go. Shake it up here. And then 2 to 3 cups of milk as well. I'll go ahead and prep the milk with you guys. I will measure out 2 cups for now, and if we need more, I'll go ahead and add another cup or so. So go ahead and measure out 2 cups of milk here. That's good. 2 cups of milk. So we are ready to start on our gravy. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the skillet. Once again, I'm gonna reserve about 4 tablespoons of the grease, and we're going to go ahead and fry up some flour till it's nice and golden, and then we'll add the other ingredients as well. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay guys, so in the same skillet, I didn't clean the skillet or anything. We want those delicious little crunchy bits in there for our gravy. I just added the 4 tablespoons of grease that I reserved for our gravy. And then I added the flour, and then also gonna add some milk, but I'm just whisking the flour on a medium-high heat until it's nice and golden for about 2 to 3 minutes, making sure it doesn't burn. So after whisking the flour for 2 to 3 minutes, as you can see, I'm just adding the whole milk while whisking, keeping it on a medium-high heat, making sure it doesn't burn, and then also adding the heavy cream as well. And then now I'm adding a lot of black pepper and then some sea salt as well. And I didn't end up needing to add more milk. The 2 cups was perfect with the half cup of heavy cream as well. So turned out really delicious. So once the gravy is nice and thick, as you can see it has thickened, I went ahead and turned off the heat. Alrighty guys, so as you saw, our gravy is done. It got nice and thick, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a stir with a spoon to see if I need to add more milk or if it's okay. Should be all right. But I just want to double check here with my spoon. Oh yeah, no, I love that. Nice and thick. It is perfect. Smells so good. Gonna go ahead and give it a taste. My gravy here. Super hot. Need some more salt, so I'm gonna add some more salt to that. Ooh, definitely need some more of this. But other than that, it is delicious and creamy. I just didn't want to add too much salt. So let's go ahead and give that a taste again. Give it a stir. I added about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So let me see. Much better. That is much better. Perfect, actually. That is delicious, wow. Yum. Okay, so everything is done. Gonna go ahead and pull the steaks out of the oven here and plate some up with you guys so we can enjoy. I am super excited, so I'm gonna put this here and then grab a plate. Grab a nice plate here. Use my blue one today. Blue plate. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate some up with you guys. Okay guys, so here's our country fried steak or chicken fried steak with our delicious gravy and almond green beans and mashed potatoes. It looks so delicious, it smells so good. I'm so excited to try this. I forgot to mention that this was requested by username RJMacReady4284. So thank you so much for this request. It was so delicious. So I already have some mashed potatoes on my fork. Let me go ahead and cut into this steak here. Get a nice cross section. See what it looks like. Oof. Yes. Wow, yeah. That's the inside. Looks so delicious. Yum. So excited. Gonna cut a little bit more here. Get some of that gravy. Oof. Super hot. Wow. Oh my. So perfect. Tender on the inside, crispy coating, with of course a delicious, simple gravy. And try the mashed potatoes with the gravy. Yeah, there's garlic powder in here. I forgot to put minced garlic in the potatoes, but should be delicious with just the butter and the sour cream and garlic powder. Mashed potatoes. Yeah, they're so delicious. Creamy, buttery. It does have a little bit of garlic flavor because of the garlic powder. Wow. Oops. That is so delicious. Yep. And it's got the red skins here. My favorite potato skin. Wow. Try some green beans here. The almond and sesame oil. I mean, I already tried it, but so delicious. I love the flavor. Once again, sesame oil, a little bit of brown sugar. But you got these crunchy almonds with the garlic too. So much flavor. But I gotta eat more of this steak. I am enjoying every bite. Gotta cut it up though. So, eat it with the mashed potatoes too. Wow. I made this once last year, so it's been a while. To drink, I just have this Capri Sun. It's a Pacific Cooler Capri Sun. Yeah, I had the fruit punch one last time, but I had this in the fridge too. Pacific Cooler, another classic flavor. There we go. Cheers. So refreshing. So delicious. Crispy and flavorful. Those mashed potatoes are they're so good. Last bite. Anyways, guys, this was so delicious. Thank you for watching. Bye.
I hold back and I wait for something to change, but nothing can come from us. And in our cheap embrace, I watch our dirty tears fall.